I think it's this one. All right. So let's get into this update. What a crazy, fulfilled day it's been today. It's been nonstop. Well, they did a little
From
press
Fox,
conference.
I'm Andy Mack. Let's take you right now out to Cincinnati, and many of you might have seen some videos circulating on social media about a major brawl over the weekend there. There's a post from the New York.
Crazy video of these people just getting beat down, their head stomped, and barely any news coverage at first. Even Elon Musk had made a tweet like, wow, how come there's no news coverage? Now there's a little bit of coverage. Vivek even tweeted this out today, I believe, about the whole situation. And he said that I spoke to Holly earlier today, the woman tragically assaulted in Cincinnati this weekend. She's a single working mom who went to a friend's birthday party. It's unconscionable that there were no police present in the area of Cincinnati on Friday night, or even an ambulance to take her to the hospital. Hardworking Americans shouldn't have to worry about their safety when they have a good time in our cities. Holly said not a single local or state official had reached out to her as of earlier this afternoon, other than one police detective left this lecture about systemic injustice while thugs turn our cities into war zones. I'm done with their excuses. As governor, I'll make sure they're behind bars, not running wild. Our cops will have the green light. Sorry about that, guys. Our cops will have the green light to restore order. No apologies. Holly appreciates the kind words and prayers from patriots across the country and hopes that the publicity around her name or her story ensures a local and state leaders clean up our failing cities. That's the lady that was knocked out. Her and the other guy, she was bleeding from the mouth. It's a crazy video.
Saying a disturbing video showing a woman knocked out cold by a jeering crowd in the wild Cincinnati street brawl. We're hearing from officials now on the ground in Ohio. Let's listen into this.
6 a.m. First officers were on the scene at 3:12 a.m. Based on the body cam footage that I've watched, that response time is completely acceptable because the downtown area still had traffic congestion from all of the events. Upon arrival, the fight was over with. The fight was over with when the officers arrived. And the majority of the participants were gone. The officers did exactly what they are trained to do. They gathered information from the victims that were still at the scene to complete an offense report. I will tell you, at this time, we have victims and suspects identified, and we have charged 5 people in this offense.
Okay.
I'm not going to release that information to you. I will say, if individuals were down there and participated in this event, it would be in their best interest to come turn themselves in at one of our police districts. We have 5 we have charged and anticipate more. Let me be clear.
Brown, I'm sorry.
Anyone who put their hands on another individual during this incident in an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. I don't care which side of the incident or the fight they were on. If they place their hands on somebody in an attempt to cause harm, that is unacceptable.
Mama.
This is still an open investigation, and all potential charges are being investigated for everyone involved. All investigative tools and techniques are on the table, including, were some of these individuals overserved at some local establishments?
Oh,
it is clear to us that alcohol played a part, a significant.
Alcohol, baby. So really, so so she believes that alcohol was overserved. How do you know? I mean, I guess you could investigate, but how do you know these people didn't bring, a lot of people bring their own drinks, got a bottle in the car, got them water bottles, some Gatorade bottles full of liquor. Maybe you go into the establishment, you have one drink, and then you chug it up in the car and go on about your business. So she's gonna take accountability, I guess, on the bars. So you can do whatever, I guess the people will be held accountable too, but it's kind of weird though, to me, a little bit. Like,
significant part in this incident. I want to thank every citizen who has come forward and provided us with information. Some of those tips have led to the charges being signed.
Snitches. Just kidding.
However, for us to have 100 or so people down there involved in and or watching this event, recording with their cell phones, and for us to get only one phone call of this incident is unacceptable in this city.
Wow, all those people recording, screaming, yeah, ooh, ah, people that were left unconscious on the floor could have died. One person called 911. One
person did the right thing and called 911.
Jeez.
Another point I want to make about this, you have heard me for over a year now talk about holding our juveniles in this city accountable for their behavior.
I agree with that, yes.
And trying to hold their parents accountable.
Okay, all right, I like her. I like that, yeah.
For knowing how their kids are behaving. What should we expect from our youth if this is the kind of adult behavior that is setting an example for them? That is unacceptable by the adults in our community. Unacceptable. Another topic I want to cover real quick. Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you.
Mama.
Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity and enforcing the law. Because what happens, that social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened. And it makes our job more difficult. My absolute gratitude for the investigators who came in on Saturday as soon as this video was posted and rolled their sleeves up and got to work. They have done an amazing amount of work in a short period of time. I want to look to the men and women. If you can see me or hear me now, I want to say thank you to the men and women of CPD. You made this weekend, outside of this one incident, an amazing success for this city. It is because of your hard work that we are able to have such large-scale events here in Cincinnati. And we will continue to do that because of the work that the police do all of the time for this city. To the men and women, if nobody else has told you today, thank you. Thank you for stepping up no matter what is being said about our city, our leadership, our department. I say thank you to every man and woman, civilian and sworn, on this department. Your work does not go unnoticed. Thank you.
Chief, did anyone go to the hospital? If so, how many people went to the hospital and what are their conditions?
I don't know if they went to the hospital after I know that when the officers who arrived on the scene, based on the body cam footage that I have watched, that all of the victims were still on the scene, and they appeared to be as well as could possibly be expected.
Chief, we talked with a lot of people. Some are angry that this incident happened. Others, frankly, are scared to go downtown given the picture that this paints for the area. What message do you have for those folks?
It's a
I
nice
think what
place.
they should be angry about is nobody called the police.
You mad at yourself.
Nobody got us there as quickly as we could get there. They waited until they saw it on social media. Now everybody's concerned about what's going on. That is, hold on, you asked a question, let me answer.
Shit. Oh,
That is unacceptable
Mama.
to not call the police when you view this. Traffic was horrendous. People saw this, they were fighting in front of traffic. Why didn't somebody call us? As to the part of your question about
Well, a bunch y'all down there. It's not like a downtown party area.
people not wanting to go downtown,
Yeah.
I will still take my family downtown.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I will patronize restaurants downtown.
Oh, shit.
I will go to events downtown. What people need to realize, what adults need to realize, you need to be mindful of your alcohol consumption. A lot of times when we, the police, get involved in incidents like this, it's because of alcohol. So I will go downtown, I will patronize, I will encourage my family members to go downtown and patronize. What I won't do is tell them to overconsume alcohol.
Oh.
And I would not encourage them to be downtown when all the bars are letting out at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And on the note of social media, it has been several days since this incident happened. There's frankly been an information void left in that period. Why are we addressing this now and not earlier?
An information void by us?
Yeah.
Frankly, by the city.
No?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I said
we
it.
were letting the investigators do their job. There are certain things that we intentionally do not want to say publicly until they can get a good foothold on the investigation. To say something too soon is absolutely irresponsible, and I do not want to be a part of that irresponsibility.
You talked about this suspect.
Go ahead, right here.
Thank you. 2 questions. Where were the nearest officers?
In the central business section. They were working. They were both in vehicles, and like I said, they had to maneuver through the traffic.
My second question is, you had said social media, news media distorted the content of what actually happened. What exactly was distorted? I understand that there was multiple views of the video, but exactly what led up to this? I mean, what was distorted?
Yeah, so I think by the irresponsibility with social media is it just shows one side of the equation quite frequently without context, without factual context. And then people run with that. And then it grows legs and it becomes something bigger that we then have to try to manage as part of the investigation. So hold on, you had yours. Go ahead.
As suspects to turn themselves in, have your investigators been able to talk to any of the suspects involved in this case yet?
We're still working on trying to locate some of the individuals who we have filed charges on. That's all I'm going to say on that. We have work to do right there. One more.
Was the roving task force out that night? And just a quick other question, what are the charges that are actually filed against these people?
Yeah, so I'm not going to divulge the charges. Those are sealed right now. The street crime task force was out till approximately 2 a.m. and this incident occurred at 3 a.m.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Could you answer just one more thing about the assistant?
Don't mess with Mama. Mama's done. There's already updates with the New York situation. They posted this. This guy had a permit from Las Vegas concealed firearms permit. Reportedly identified as Shane D. Tamaru, a Las Vegas resident. They're saying this is the white guy that did the shootings. Okay. Where's my other phone? Mama wasn't having it. I am playing those games. Mama. All right, let's do one other live. And then I don't know if we jump back on the New York stuff, we can. I just wanted to update. This is a short video. Let me transfer to that live stream. If this is the Walmart stabber, he was in court. They said he made some bizarre claims in court today. The mass stabber. The mass stabber